Yo guys, so good morning again. This is Jonathan Grutas. Let me look at it here. So right now it is exactly 4:07 in the morning. I haven't slept yet. I really feel alive when it's nighttime. Not only am I able to take my mask off, this persona that I am carrying every single day off, I'm also able to express who I really am and practice who I wanna be, the things that I wanna do without fear of judgment, without you know sudden reaction, embarrassment, all the negative things. I'm not saying that I care about those things. It's just that, especially as a child, I really felt more comfortable alone when no one's watching me, when no one's expecting something from me. Because believe it or not, growing up, I've always had eyes around me. I've always had eyes on everything that I do. I've been raised by the devil. I've been raised by witches, and the devil gave me home. And they've been monitoring every single thing that I do ever since I was a child. They will not let me go outside without me begging for it, without me almost crying about it, because they power trip so much. I never had power when I was a child. I used to, only when I cried were they finally allow me to go outside and play with the people there. I was never an awkward child. I was never an individual that was socially obnoxious. I'm always a well adjusted guy when it comes to social settings. It's just that it could have been better if they have allowed me outside, but they didn't. They would not allow me of something unless I was beaten first or I was crying, goggling my eyes out, bawling my eyes out, just for them to give me permission to go outside. And growing up, I learned in this household that do not ask permission. Never ask permission. Just do something. It's better to apologize than to ask permission. Second of all my life is also dedicated into learning power, learning social dynamics. Right now, what I'm able to do is to have them not hurt me anymore, because since I was a child, I was beaten regularly like it was eating rice in an Asian household. That's how they beat me. This is why I never really got trust anyone. I do not have anyone to trust besides myself. I know I'm turning like my father, but my father has some friends. My father has people around him that he can spend time with, even though I think he does not trust them. But at least he has some people around him. But me, I do not have people around me. I'm isolated. I'm alone. So I'm not like my father. Most especially, I'm not like my mother. I'm not like any of these two people. I'm my own person. I'm my own me. And I've learned about power. I've read books. I've applied theories. I applied everything that is related to power. And not everything. I've applied very little actually, because I do not know a lot of things. The more I learn about things, the more I learn that there's so much out there. There's the things that I'm learning right now are very minute compared to the amount of information that is outside. And that really humbled me. The pursuit of knowledge really humbled me. At first, I was very selfish. Well, for valid reasons, because I avoided bullying. I bettered myself, my physique. I collected some hobbies. So I was very selfish for only good reasons. I was not selfish so that I could be better than anybody. I had to be selfish so that I could have something for myself that I could be proud of. That I could have something for myself that I was long denied of, the freedom of doing things, of just trying things without any reactions, without any um, shame thrown at me by just trying to do things. And I think it's also really to counter what they have said to me while when I was a child, they have made me feel that I'm never enough. So yeah, growing up, my existence is to prove them that they're wrong, that I can do anything, almost anything, nothing's impossible. But with that belief, I'm very scattered. Instead of being a specialist, I've become a generalist. But right now, I'm fixing myself. I'm becoming a specialist. I'm choosing 2 to 3 things over 10, 20, 30 extra other things that would, yeah, better my life but would not propel it forward. So, yeah, the three main things that I'm choosing right now, as of the moment, is art, fitness, and then reading. I read a lot, man. I've read almost every self-help book that you could name right now, from Robert Greene to David Schwartz to Napoleon Hill to the person who wrote Atomic Habits. I don't really remember his name. What else? The author of Ikigai, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. What else? The Prince by Niccolo Machiavelli. What else? Yeah, Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. What are some of the things that I've read? I almost forgot about them, but they're right here in the back of my head, and every principle is being applied, especially in the book Think and Grow Rich. Think and Grow Rich and How to Influence and Influence People. The principles there are imprinted on the back of my mind. However, I cannot really explain them. I'm more of an intuition kind of guy. I'm not more of an explanatory kind of guy. What books have I read? Sun Tzu. I've read books about Sun Tzu too. Art of War. What else? I've read books about Anton Lavey. Uh, I've been reading books of Aleister Crowley. Uh, I've been reading books. Any book that interests me, may it be to ancient healing techniques, which is weird to the common eye, but it's very interesting to me. It gives me insight of things that is inside of me that I do not know about, that I could explore. I've been dabbling into the occult, which is a very interesting topic if you ask me. Some of them are very egocentric, but you could go ahead and ignore that one, since yeah, the brighter the light, the darker the shadow. So yeah, don't worry about them. Just take what you need and let them express themselves. So what else? Chaos Magic, Peter J. Carroll. What else? I have some anatomy books. I have some books about minerals and vitamins. I have books about the origins of politics. Why is it very important? Why did we need politics before when there were tribes, there were no states yet? Where did it begin? How did it begin? So yeah, I read a lot. So art, fitness, books. Those are three things that I'm into right now. But moving forward, the fitness will be changed with martial arts. When I've saved enough, when I have enough income, when art is like second nature to me, just like gym is, I'll be dedicating my whole time to learning martial arts. And after that, communication, imposing my will onto others for the good, for the goodness of them, of course. Because that's what I admire about people who have never have lost in their lives. They know in their hearts that they can fight even though they have really just never have lost. And that belief in themselves is what makes them strong. But if they met a real fighter, well, their lives will be changed forever. So I need to learn how to fight. I need to learn not only how to use my mind to impose my will, but also use the physical world to impose my will. Not only will that give me a better control over my surroundings, but it will bring me safety beyond comprehension. Because I've learned in the mind, now I will learn in the body. So, I think 2025, 2026. When I'm 22, right now I just need to take care of my physique, my income. Also, I think I'd be homeless soon. My father will probably gonna kick me out. But it's okay. I have a job. I know how to get a job, and I have savings. So yeah, it feels like I'm a different person right now. Actually, the sound of my voice is very different. Everything is different. My face is like I'm a new person. And wow, I'm just very grateful. I think that's all for now, guys. Thank you, Lord. I'm in debt. Thank you so much. I have repented just like 3 days ago. And I'm done with those things. I'm respecting myself more, especially the seed, the vital energy that I have. I'm harnessing it to build a life that I want to have in the long run. I also would like to have an income, commissions. I'm gonna build things constantly. So yeah, thank you for listening, guys.